in on the tackle. The man that is immortal helps get the stop. Let's take a look again on the replay. Pounces through, and him and Negron get the sack as Morales has had to fight through a lot of trouble. He is the fact that they had 13 on the board is a acknowledgement of the resolute effort put in by this team, and especially this man, Marcel Nelson, someone who next season should get a lot of looks from a litany of teams, even the BIC, to add some depth to that offensive running game. They may not need it, but if there is a season next year and the Virginia Heathens aren't involved, Marcel Nelson could be the guy to help bolster any running game in this league. Because he brings one hell of an intensity and one hell of a voice to the game. He's got a deep voice, you see. 9:28 and counting. Clock will not stop at any point. I don't believe the clock will just stop. I don't think the clock will stop at all. It's 3rd and 9. The throw to the sideline. That one was clear out of play. Mr. Nobody accidentally got in there. RTU was the intended wide receiver. And Manny Diaz just talking cash shit. Up 40. Like, we get it. We get it, Manny. Baby Joker's already in his street clothes. .847 left to go. As the BIC on 4th and 9 look to get another stop on defense. Baskerville coming off the edge. Morales, incomplete, attended again for Keith Salmon Jr. And the BIC will get the ball inside their own 15 as they will try to be the 60 boys for the first time this season. Wait, that was 4th down. Why is... They didn't get the first. I'm confused. Did they make that catch? Was there a flag? Was that not 4th down? Do they just have unlimited chances to score now? Yeah, no, like what the fuck are they doing? Yeah, no, it's BIC ball. It is 1st and 10. I don't know. I guess Morales is now playing linebacker. Codrington, play action, throws this one, caught, and they get into the end zone. 59-13. Trey Baskerville with the touchdown. They leave the defense on the field for the offense, and Baskerville does his celebration dance for getting a touchdown instead of stopping a touchdown. As it is 59-13. Cal Bone trying to learn the dance moves from Trey Baskerville. And just a simple pitch and catch and walking that one in backwards. Not moonwalking, just regular walking. I don't know if you can moonwalk in cleats. And there we see Baskerville hit the Baskerville bop. As the BIC look to be the 60 boys one more time. They have not been able to do that this season. No team has scored 60 points yet in the 2026 A7FL season, so they'll be the first to cross that Rubicon. Several teams have scored 50 plus, but no one has yet to score 60 this year. We might see that in our second game tonight, depending upon our final game tonight. I'm not going to be there, but I'll be watching it. There'll be 3 on the line. They will go for 1 from the 5 to make it 60-13. A 47-point lead. And it is Markai Gilly throwing it to the end zone, and he got Manny Diaz caught it! Manny Diaz caught it! The lineman threw it to the wide receiver and scoops it from the ground to make it 60-13. As the BIC offense, with the help of the BIC defense on offense, score the most points in an A7FL game this season. Corey Hammond saying that's how you make your play for your guard. Yeah, when your guard is in a quarterback, you know that the game is pretty well in hand. The 60 boys are back, and they are on deck. 60-13 is not what you want if you are the Virginia Heathens, but if you need something to listen to on the long ride home, you can support our sponsors and get some free audiobooks. Try it now. Sign up in the link in our description and get 3 audiobooks for free. Sign up for free. Cancel anytime. You get 3 audiobooks for free if you support our sponsors. And also, if you need to clean up your shave, you can get a Harry starter kit for as low as $5. That's right, for as low as $5. Check the link in our description right now. Look good. Use Harry's. Matt Ryan here with you on the A7FL playoffs on the Creator Sports Network. We are winding down here in the final 3-11. No need to investigate 3-11, as this one has been a open and shut case almost from the opening bell. Virginia at one point was down by just 1 point in our second quarter. Ever since then, the BIC have denied Virginia any chance at the end zone. And that ball bounces out of play and out of the sideline. It has been a 46-0 run for the BIC since seeing the Heathens go from 14-0 to 14-13. In that time, it has been a 46-point swing for the BIC as they lead 60-13, leading by 47. The 60 piece is spicy, but the action will be spicier next week. Win or go home season sees our 2 biggest games of the year. The BIC and the Animals face off, and the U battle the Lexington Phantoms. Can the BIC and the U get revenge for losses during the regular season when they weren't possibly as fully loaded as they wanted to be? We'll find out next Sunday. Action starts on the Creator Sports Network at 1 p.m. Eastern. Let's see what Morales and company can pull off in 95 seconds. They won't be able to overcome the deficit, but they can put in some effort. And the ball, maintained by the receiver, that's number 14, Ioannidis. As the Greek Beast helps keep things moving with a minute 13, a gain of 4. Morales snaps it. In trouble. Chased down by Negron and another defender. That's caught by Keith Salmon Jr. And you see Manny Diaz bigging up RTU after he makes the reception and looks dead long into our cameras. And shout out to the camera team today from the A7FL, doing a great job for the most part, keeping us in the action. Probably the best camera work we've seen all year. Just right into the man. Right, yep, that's one foot in. Morales throws to the sideline. That one's caught by 25, and that one will see it be a loss of yards, and it will be second down. Bit of a dog pile. And you see Keith Salmon taking a little bit of... He says he's a problem. Well, there's a bigger problem right now, Keith. You guys are getting your fucking barn doors blown off, bro. Like, get your shit in, but... Oof. And this one will be all over. The Trenton BIC walked in looking to show why they were one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. They may not be the 1 seed, but they certainly played like a 1 seed today. After letting the Virginia Heathens get within 1 of the defending national champions, they would score 47 unanswered points since the second quarter to make your final score today. The BIC 16, the Virginia Heathens 13. This has been a presentation of the Creator Sports Network, the Intergalactic Sports Network, and brought to you because we love you. We will be live with you next week. It will be the BIC and the Animals running it back, and the U and the Heathens squaring off in the A7FL Eastern Final Four. Who moves 1 step closer to a natty? Who gets 1 step closer to revenge? We find out in 7 days' time. This has been the Creator Sports Network.
Modell's sporting goods pricing philosophy. It's simple. You've seen prices in other stores. Modell's is always lower. Right now, Modell's is having a sale. Prices were here. Now they're here. Miss this sale and you'll feel lower than Modell's prices. That's low.
Save $100 on the VitaMaster Dual Action Exercise Cycle. Or get New Balance walking and running shoes, even in wide widths.
Lower than dirt. Low enough to play handball off a curb. Whoa! Modell sporting goods. Top brand names, low prices.
Great events in Manhattan history. King Kong goes ape over New York. The Giants win the pennant at the Polo Grounds. And now the grand opening of the Wiz on 6th Avenue and 8th Street in the Village. Free T-shirts, thermoses, mugs, and Frisbees. Nobody beats the Wiz on this Sony pocket-sized Watchman TV. Unbeatable at $119. On this deluxe portable 5-inch TV with AM/FM radio. Unstoppable at $59. On this Crown AM/FM stereo double cassette breakaway. Unbelievable at $39. Grand opening sale now at all 13 Wiz stores.
This is Melba Tolliver. Join me and the rest of the Eyewitness News team at 11 o'clock right here on Channel 7.
This has been the color presentation of WABC TV News.
For 3 of the teams in today's A7FL playoff opening round, or second round, or second opening round, they will find themselves going home. Survive and advance is on the agenda across the league as we go from 7 to 4. And while the Las Vegas Insomniacs wait for football and the politics of football to clear out before they prepare for either one of the top teams in the East, or a rematch with the Stealth or Siquidin. We start our day with the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, Patterson U, returning to action after securing their spot at the top of the conference in a walk-off pick from Quattrell Huffin. But it will be the U facing the only team to beat them this season, who also happened to, coincidentally, win with a walk-off touchdown, the Lexington Phantoms. After an emphatic victory over the East Orange Renegades in our opening round, the Phantoms returned to Asbury Park with the same zeal and swagger that bolstered previous clubs from the Ohio Valley. But now with a more mature Keno Thomas and an offense developed around his and the others' talents, it may be less susceptible to the quicksand that Huff and the Paterson U are known to drag you into. Can the Phantoms survive the biggest game of their short time in the league? Can Huff bring this roster of A7FL vets and legends 1 step closer to the promised land he knows all too well? For them, and for you, there is no alternative. It's the A7FL playoffs on the Creator Sports Network.
Stuck in the cage and I'm ready to break out.
from the Creator Sports Network. Good afternoon, everybody. You're looking at a loading screen, but don't be afraid. Don't be deterred, as it is I, Matt Ryan, here with you on the Creator Sports Network on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And, folks, are you ready for what's going to be coming your way? As it is the BIC and the Silk City Animals at 4 o'clock. But right now, it will be the Silk City Animals waiting and the Trenton BIC waiting as the Lexington Phantoms look to take the A7FL by storm and take their biggest victory to date, as it is the Phantoms taking on the Paterson U as they go through the intro on their end. Let's go through some of the keys in this game. And we have a lot for... Actually, we'll go to the keys in a little bit. And sorry about that, folks. The fun thing about the CSN screen is that, yeah, can't really get that much of control until you're in the thing. But here we go. It's the Phantoms taking on the U live on the Creator Sports Network. I'm Matt Ryan, riding along with you. Come on over to the chat. It's free, and we are uncensored. Come say hi, whether you're on the Creator Sports Network, Twitch, or on the Matt Ryan is Yelling YouTube channel. This has been a week we've all been looking forward to, as the Phantoms and the Patterson U square off for the second time this year. The only time they faced off, Lexington walked things off in dramatic fashion. And let's talk about the last time we saw the Phantoms on the A7FL Uncensored. Jeff Botts set the stage, and he is going to be someone you definitely want to watch today, as he started off the A7FL playoffs with a 3-on-1 return. And as a running back, as a quarterback, as a weapon, shout out to TPG Sports LLC in the chat saying it's time. It is time for the A7FL playoffs. Botts has been a dog for this team on both sides of the ball, helping stop Captain America Ryan Burroughs, helping stop DeAndre Haynes, two men for two completely different reasons who would be considered untackleable in our league. But then you got to worry about Keno Thomas. Keno Thomas, whether at quarterback, wide receiver, anytime he steps on an A7FL field, he is looking to prove himself. But as I talked about on the Sounds of the Game this past week, Keno Thomas has become a more mature player on and off the field. And the guy we saw a few seasons ago make his way into the league, a little bit of the BTA, and it was well earned last week as the Phantoms set one hell of a precedent and one hell of a standard for the A7FL playoffs that was matched by the BIC, as you saw before the start of our broadcast. And Thomas got a pick, and that was against the real Chris. And now the Renegades will take the trip from East Orange down shore, not to play in the A7FL playoffs, but to take a vacation, as their season ended at the hands of Keno Thomas and the Phantoms a week ago. And then you have the guy who all but confirmed he is the MVP in Week 5 of the regular season, Quattrell Huff, and whether it's launching the ball downfield to Dakari Mims or anybody else on this squad, it has been the leadership of Quattrell Huff in this season that has really helped set the stage for them to be on the ball this year and be a big part of what's going on in Trenton for the in Patterson for the Patterson U. As we bring you the action here on the A7FL Games of the Week, uncensored on the Creator Sports Network. Huff, with that walk-off interception against the Animals, gave them the number 1 seed, set the stage for the action today. Now let's take a look at the keys to the game for the Lexington Phantoms. As today's matchup, we'll see both sides trying to make their way to the top of the A7FL and make their way into the A7FL playoffs. Let's take a look at those keys to the game for the Phantoms. Don't lose composure. That's going to be a big key for them. They need to make their way and find their way to not lose their composure. Stop the run of the Patterson U, whether it's Snag Sosa, Willie Mayweather, or Huff himself. You need to make sure that your run defense stops them right where they're going to be. And then got to go fast because the Patterson U are going to look to try to drain the game and drain things down. We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz. If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Susquehanna, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Susquehanna. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Dick Lewis is watching. Mark and Lewis. Dick Lewis is watching. Mark and Lewis. Watching the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Lewis. We always beat the competition. Dick Lewis is watching.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
We're back here on the Creator Sports Network. Matt Ryan here with you. It looks like it will be Dakari Mims throwing it off, getting the throw off. The Patterson U will start with the ball. Jeff Botts and Keno Thomas will be out there for the throw-off team along with number 18. That's Drew Ruffin. And if you've never seen the A7FL before, let's shout out to Mason Catalanzi watching along with us in the chat. And if you want to talk about what's going on here today, let's talk about some of the things that are available right now, including the rules of the A7FL. It's 7-on-7 football, no pads, no helmets, all action. And you're going to want to not miss the 3-on-1 throw-off. It's an untimed down. The clock continues to run until the final 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarter. That's when the clock will stop on out-of-bounds plays or plays that were ruled dead, like an incompletion. Matt Ryan along here with you on the Creator Sports Network. Thank you so much for giving us a try on one of the biggest days of the year in the A7FL, as we bring you the action as the number 4 seed and the number 1 seed square off for the second time this year, the first time in New Jersey, as the Patterson U made the trip during the regular season. Keno Thomas will throw things off for the Phantoms, and here we go with the A7FL Eastern semifinals. That'll be returned by Marcellus Pack. Marcellus Pack, a.k.a. Pack Money. He's got the seam. Pack Money along the sideline. And they will chase him out of bounds. He had not enough green between him and the sideline. But a solid starting position for Marcellus Pack as Quattrell Huffin and company will make their way in. Dirty Dan out there alongside Dakari Mims. Big play Haas Dubois. We got number 88, Marlon Anderson, a.k.a. Tony Toe Tap. Let's go through real quick the keys for the Patterson U as they take a look at the replay. The first thing is control Keno Thomas. You're going to also need to control the clock and also keep Huff healthy. The man who is all but set to be the MVP hands it off to Dirty Dan on 1st and 10, and there's pushing the pile. Dan Griffin gets towards the 50, a 9-yard gain, as Daniels Warren, the man I want to paint my doppelganger, in on the stop. You can't really call it a tackle, but Griffin not being able to sojourn much longer. It'll be actually a gain of 8. 2nd and 2. The handoff to Griffin. Griffin showing off the legs. Griffin going up against Keno Thomas. Jeff Botts gets the shoulder. And great shooting there. I think that was by Rod Wright. Visuals by Rod, my guy. Big play there from Wright, as it will be 1st and 10. Pardon me, by Griffin. And a great shot by Wright. Clock continuing to tick down, 1st and 10. Don't believe the sticks. Dan Griffin again pushes through the pile, gets inside the 35, and is brought down at the 38-yard line. And this Phantoms defense already getting that uppercut. Huff not even jabbing. He is throwing uppercuts right now. And Dan Griffin is doing a great job of trying to tire down this Lexington Phantoms defense, which is made up of a lot of key pieces of their offense. So it'll be interesting to see as Griffin will check out for Angelo Lewis Jr., a.k.a. Snag Sosa. Huff in there with a litany of weapons. He'll have 3 on the line. Samad Session will consider himself an eligible receiver. Huff will throw it underneath, and that's to Haas Dubois. Dubois immediately smothered, covered, and brought down. First loss of the day. Tackled by number 18, Drew Ruffin, and Keno Thomas, number 0. Looking to be like Agent Zero, looking to be like prime Gilbert Arenas, and try to make some mayhem on both sides of the ball, as it will be 2nd down as we take a look at the stutter step replay. Pardon me, it'll be 3rd down. And trying to get a big play from Big Play Haas, but 43, a.k.a. 40, helps stop the seam. It'll be 4th down. Huff rolls out, throws it, incomplete. Tried to get it to Tony Toe Tap. Huff had it with his legs. And on 4th down, it'll be the Lexington Phantoms offense taking the field, stopping the U after Dan Griffin was taken off the field, switched out for Snag Sosa. We see the swap and the turnover on downs. Not sure that Huff, as he'll take the blame on that one. He's taking the blame on that one. As Keno Thomas will be in at quarterback, not Jaden Daniels. 2 wide receivers at the top, one at the bottom of your screen, 3 on the line. And Botts set up to the left of Thomas to hand off to Botts. Jeff Botts will not get as much as Dan Griffin on his first carry, but a gain of about 4, maybe 5, and that will get them across the 40-yard line to the 41. And a little bit of Benjamin Watson talking a little smack. The A7FL veteran trying to set a standard here as the U are on home turf. Shout out to my guy, Mo Ramadan. Distance 099 saying, here we go, baby. Yeah, this is the big time of the A7FL playoffs, and we're so glad you are joining us here on the Creator Sports Network. As it will be 2nd and 6, 11:05 left to go in our first period. Gain of 4 by Botts. Thomas under center. He will keep it. Thomas shows off the skills. Keno Thomas gets the 1st down. Will cross the 50 and will find himself trucked by Watson to the 41. And Thomas and this Phantoms offense doing a lot of dirty work early, relying on the running game. Same things to Patterson U at the start of our contest. If you're just joining us, the Patterson U started with the ball, but after a few solid runs by Dan Griffin, would see a turnover on downs we see not a turnover here from Keno Thomas. Dakari Mims tried to punch that ball out. Mims has a pick 6 so far this season. Play action on 1st down. Thomas to the end zone. Incomplete. And that was number 3, Henry Smith. Henrock trying to chase that one down. As it will be 2nd down for the Phantoms, and we will reach the 10-minute mark as 10 minutes remain in our first quarter. As we see number 33, Quinton Vaughn, Try to take control of the offense. Number 5, Khalil Lil Thomas. I believe that's Keno's brother, if not his 15th cousin twice removed. The line will move to the other side of the hash. Botts will be set up next to Thomas. Set up behind 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Keno again. He'll toss this one to Botts. Jeff Botts will get inside the 30. Jeff Botts will keep running. Jeff Botts tries to get past Quattro Huffin, and Huffin will bring him down, but it's in the end zone. Touchdown, Phantoms. And just like that, Quattro Huffin gives it up on 4th down and can't stop Jeff Botts. That man's last name is Botts, but he's got an emotion like a human. Don't call that man AI, but he certainly had an answer. 6-0 Lexington. We take a look again on the replay. Thomas that toss to Botts. And then from there, the big man moving like Mike Allstott, holding the ball a little too far from his body. And then Watson and Huff try to track him down. Huff tried to strip the ball and tackle him. We'll see where he gets brought down. His hand is down. His forearm hits against the goal line. That is enough to cross it. Shout out to Damon McCombs, 5401, joining us in the YouTube chat. Join us absolutely free. Going for 2 from the 10. It'll be Vaughn at quarterback, Keno in the back stack. Vaughn to Keno. Keno looking for an option. This is a 2-point attempt. No free plays, no free points in the A7FL. And the score will remain 6-0. As Keno Thomas and Jeff Botts throw one hell of a haymaker at the face of the Patterson U as we see the scoring play again. Damon McCombs rooting for the Baltimore U. And we want to thank our sponsors for being so cool to us. Get 3 free audiobooks right now, free in our bio. Sign up for free, cancel anytime. You get 3 free audiobooks. That's right, 3 free audiobooks. You're going to want to need them on beautiful days like today when you're traveling or at the end of your day, or if you just want to watch the game and not hear my voice. You can sign up for free right now. It's 6-0 as with 9:17 left on the clock, the Phantoms will throw this ball off for the second time today. First time off a score. And it'll be Botts and Keno Thomas out there again, the dynamic duo. But got to wonder if pushing it that hard into the red. Yeah, Big Burton not out there. I don't know if he's even out there at all this year. Thomas will throw this one up. And that one will die on the vine, but that will be a dead ball run from Marcellus Pack. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is going to be interesting. There's my guy at RTU. They got Keith holding the sticks. A luminary. He's out there doing stick work. Okay. That's an opinion. Keno, that'll be Keno and Botts on the defense, and Marcellus Pack can't get through Botts. He is brought down at the 45. Will Franklin and the official staff will make, that's not Will, but the official will mark it down. Ball did pop out. Mason saying in the chat, the Phantom are pretty much the Ohio Heist Dogs. Yeah, they're the heist chaos dog sandwiches. Distance 0.99. Stick work is nasty, man. What do you want me to? What am I supposed to call it? What do you want me to call it? What do you want me to say here? What do you want me to do? It's my show. I can say what I want now. 1st and 10. The handoff to Angelo Lewis. No, it's a fake. Huff in trouble. Huff towards the sideline, and Huff will find himself out of bounds, a loss of 1. And the defense of the Lexington Phantoms get the stop, and that defense making Huff see a lot. 40 Brooks was in there too. They're just playing ISO. They're playing ISO Huff on that line. They are just trying to crash through and make it an uncomfortable day for Huff. And it will be 2nd and 11. The clock continuing to tick down in our first quarter. The snap, the handoff. Huff again on the play action. Downfield to Corey Mims. You can't leave that guy open. They bite and the game is tied. Just like that. That's another play by one of the most dynamic receiver-quarterback duos we've seen in this league. A sneaky combination. Dakari Mims getting 6 on the board. And Mo, we'll talk. We'll talk once I get this thing off the ground a little more. But the effective play action, Snags sold it, and no one was back there but the birds. As the Seagull colony watching on, as many gulls as there are people in the building. And it is 6-6 with the Patterson U threatening to take the lead after a 2-play drive. They lost 1 yard and then gained a bunch more. Huff on the extra point attempt, going for 1 from the 5. Huff launches up a prayer, and that lands into the hands of number 14. That's Anthony Diaz. Aunt Mo getting the extra point, going from sideline to sideline. They will call that one complete 7-6. And Mason saying Huff needs Mims all game or the Phantoms will eat it up. And how was Mims that open? I don't know, but we'll take a brief timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothon, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothon. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
St. Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. St. Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Option the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Louis. We always beat the competition. St. Louis is watching.
Matt Ryan back here with you, and this game is brought to you by Harry's Razors. Get yourself a Harry starter kit for as low as $5 right now via the link in our description. Matt Ryan here with you, a 3-on-1 throw-off. That is a live ball! That is a live ball! And that is bounced back into the hands of Quattrell Huffin! Quattrell Huffin got the ball off the live bounce, and the U get the ball back. Jeff Botts got caught up in the lights like Bernard Gilkey in the third act of Men in Black, but there is nothing extraterrestrial about that one as the MVP shuts down the Phantoms with 8 left to go in the first. Let's take a look at the replay. Huff launches a high arcing ball. And on a day like today, a beautiful but cloudy day, that white ball is nearly impossible to see. And then in there, they made chaos as Sin City has found itself in Asbury Park as the heavens have cast the Phantoms into hell, down 7-6. Championship points are vital, Chap Dom, and our buddy Big Mo said that in the chat, and Huff just sliding in, and some conversation and confusion on the sideline. A timeout taken by the Phantoms might be a challenge, unsure of what the situation is. But what a play. What a move by Quattrell Huffin. The man who's been the MVP. He won the MVP with the Silk City Animals, I do believe, a couple of seasons back. And has been an MVP caliber candidate every season he's been in the league. The handoff to Pack. Marcellus Pack screams down the sideline, pushes number 18 away as Drew Ruffin gets a little bit of the pie face. And it will be 2nd and 1, maybe 2nd and 2 for the number 1 seed as they bounce back after going 4 and out on their first drive. Dan Griffin will return to the U on offense. He'll be set up next to Huff on the left. Griffin, a handoff. And Dan Griffin finds himself inside the 20, nearing the 15. And Dan Griffin, he may not be the D train, but he is certainly turning himself into a transit authority. A foul. It seems like that was on the Phantoms. Big Mo saying this is going to get ugly. I don't know. Still early. It'll be 1st and 10. First and goal. Because they have to go 9 yards. Huff setting up a big body line. This is the thick human offense. Thank you to noted funny person and fantastic actor Stephanie Sotilli for bringing me in a beverage. No camera up right now. Maybe later if you're nice. But it'll be 1st and goal again after the penalty. The handoff again to Dan Griffin. And Dan Griffin gets brought down after a gain of 4. Nothing family about that, guys, as it will be 2nd and goal for the Patterson U, a.k.a. the Baltimore U. Damon McComb saying in the chat, yes, it is Big Mo in the Baltimore U. I trust Dan Griffin is going to drive his way again, and that will make it 3rd down. Griffin knocking on the door like a Seventh-day Adventist on Sunday morning, and the Phantoms not answering, not being able to get in and tell them the good word as the clock will continue to wind down. 5:33 and counting in our first quarter. Phantoms scored first off of a Jeff Botts run. Huff, who tried to bring him down, hands it off to Griffin. Griffin bounces to the outside. Touchdown, Patterson. And Dan Griffin has proved to be a problem as the Baltimore aspects of the U, Aunt Mo, you got OG Buck and Snag Sosa dapping up one of their own. As these guys look to knock on the door of an A7FL championship, they are up 13-6. Let's take a look at the replay. It's kind of a fait accompli. As the U's offensive line does a lot of the dirty work, sets up the outside for Griffin, and brings them back home. The U will go for 1 from the 5. With 5:16 left to go in our first quarter, this will be a dead ball play. And Prince Ream off the back stack will find himself trying to chase it in, and he will find his way around number 6. Gets Melvin Broach caught up on the Summer Jam screen, and they will make this one 14-6. Unless that didn't count for some reason. But the Patterson U quickly going on a 13-0 run. We'll be back in just a moment.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance. Illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats, look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell's Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business. The man who founded Nobody Beats the Wiz taught his children always satisfy their customer.
And we try to satisfy the customers here on the A7FL playoffs. Matt Ryan here with you. The 3-on-1 throw-off. Jeff Botts is able to get it this time. Botts looking for a little bit of revenge. Botts cannot get past them and is brought down at the 35 as a secret weapon brought down by number 8 as Terrell Burks, the freight train, another Baltimore veteran. Watch this as the Phantoms, down 13-6, look to turn the tide here. And it is 13-6. Thanks to Big Mo for letting us know in the chat. He did step out. I didn't see his feet step out because I'm a dummy. But it will be 4:56 and counting. And the snap. Botts gets the ball off the handoff. Jeff Botts, once again, on offense, doing enough to move the sticks. First down for Lexington. And Botts will swap out after the 3-on-1 return and basically playing almost every down so far in our first quarter. 4:20, and Thomas looking to blaze a path, getting back in this game. Running back set to his right. Thomas. Trailed, throws, incomplete. Was intended for Drew Ruffin. And we see that throw from Botts before. Last play that got the first down, and Botts was able to bounce away from Watson. Antmo was looking for a flag. There was none thrown. But that was more than enough to get them set up to make it 2nd and 10 after the first down carry and an incompletion. Thomas has trailed and come back a few times this year. 2 wide receivers set with a tight end set all the way back a yard, maybe 2 yards from his offensive line mates. Thomas was trying to hand it off. The running back went the other way, so he had no other option but to run it. The running back, I don't know if he knew what he was supposed to do there, but it pays off for Thomas either way. He breaks the glass, hits the Keno button, and a man who's a perpetual game breaker. And that was Edward Hahn. Intended handoff, and I think they set up the option, but Keno had no option when my man was going the wrong way looking for the ball. The snap, Thomas again looking to utilize his legs. He does another first down. He tries to get past 16, but it will be 16 knocking him out of play. And it will be another first down. I talked about this. They're the keys to the game. They have to push the pace. They have to go fast. They have to make this game a foot race. Because as we saw with Dakari Mims, they're able to get a one-play go. And then Dan Griffin just trying to wind the clock, beat up the defense, utilize the yardage as much as possible. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 2-minute mark in our first quarter. Play action. Thomas launches this one downfield towards the sideline. Can't get there. Wide receiver tried his best. He was chased down by Henry Smith, and it will be 2nd down. Pardon me, 2nd down. After the incompletion, Lil will find his way back in there. And right now, the team that gets the ball at halftime in 16 and a half minutes or so in game time. In A7FL parlance, the final 2 minutes of the second and fourth quarters can take a century. Lil Thomas in motion. Keno will keep it. Keno Thomas again. Solid gain brought down by Quattrell Huffin. As Huff gets a moderate gain at a minute left to go. Huff gets the stop after Thomas gets a minimal gain. Gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Thomas talking things over with Melvin Broach. He'll be set up on the other side of Botts, who comes back in. 3rd and 4 again, utilizing the screen on the motion. And then Jeff Botts, not enough to get the first down. Will get them around the 27. Botts gesturing towards the sideline, unsure what he was looking for. Possibly validation. I know we all need that. I know I need that. And it will be 4th down. And we're glad you are choosing us today as your stream. As somebody who's actually called an A7FL championship game or a playoff game before today, we're glad you're taking the time with us. And that will be the end of our first quarter. 1 quarter down, 3 more left to go here in Asbury Park. When we return, they're driving, but can the Phantoms put 6 more on the board or find a way to tie it? This is the A7FL playoffs on the Creator Sports Network.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats, look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell's Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business. The man who founded Nobody Beats the Wiz taught his children always satisfy their customer. Be totally honest, strive for excellence in everything you do, and respect yourselves and others. Today, his children are running the Wiz, just the way their father taught them, with integrity, excellence, and respect for their customers. Nobody beats the Wiz.
Get a stereo system, get a turntable, tape deck, amplifiers, speakers. Get them now, because Crazy Eddie can't be beat. With prices so low, he's practically giving it all away. Shop around, get the best prices you can find, then go to Crazy Eddie, and Crazy Eddie will beat him. Remember, Crazy Eddie guarantees you the largest selection, professionally staffed service centers, and the guaranteed lowest prices. Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothana, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothana. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Matt Ryan back here with you, reminding you to subscribe. It's absolutely free, takes absolutely no time. Click the link, click the like button, click the subscribe button. Hang out with us every single week here on A7FL Uncensored. Seems we have a bit of technical difficulties. Unsure of why that is, but we're going to hopefully have that fixed in a second. Are you kidding me? We'll fix this in a second. Just stand by, everybody, because why would things not work? 14-10 your score. 13-6 your score. The carry for second down. 14 minutes to go. And the first down carry by Quattrell. You ended up with the ball. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but Creator Sports Network completely crashed on me. So we had to switch feeds. And it will be 1st and 10. Pardon me, 2nd and 4. Huff will keep it, hands it off, throws it off to Dakari Mims, and Mims brought down. And it'll be 3rd and about 2. We see here again. Third and 3. Huff hands it off. That's to Willie Mayweather. Willie Easterling with the carry and gets stopped. And it will be 2nd down. Pardon me, 3rd down. 3rd and 3. Of course it does that. Why wouldn't it do that? And it will be 4th and 2. Flag on the play. We might be going back a bit. Apologies for all the technical difficulties, everybody. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for staying along with us. As it is 13-6 in the A7FL playoffs. It's 4th and 2 as we await the call from the officials. Let us know who you think is going to walk out today with the win. We take a look again. A whistle was blown. So Will Franklin will whistle it back in. 4th and 2. It should be closer to 4th and 1. As you see the announcers for today. Yes, there we go. That's 4th and 2. Huff sends a man in motion. Huff will keep it, throws it over the middle, and one-handed grab by Dot Boss, Markeith Williamson. The Dot Boss, of course, keeps it moving. First down for Patterson with a 13-6 lead. Not what you want if you are a fan of the Phantoms. The snap and Huff stopped, and that one will be called dead. Flag on timeout called by Lexington. As we see this last play, the throw. Look at that one-handed grab from the Dot Boss. That could have been the extension and the pure strength to catch a ball from Huff one-handed. As we saw the motion from Big Haas Dubois going right up to the top floor. Bots in on the tackle. Might have been meant for Mims, but either way. Patterson continuing to push the pace here. Huff, 1st and 10. Man in motion. The toss, the ball comes out of the hands of Marcellus Pack, and the Pack falls right on the ball. Nearly taken away, but Marcellus Pack not able to hold on to it off the toss from Huff. Makes it 2nd and 15 as the time continues to tick in our second quarter. Our buddy, the legend Hirsch, out there as well. Let me know what you're thinking in the chat, and be sure to subscribe. OG Buck coaching from the sidelines, as it will be 2nd and 15. Huff in trouble. Quattro Huffin throws it to Dot Boss again, and Dot Boss finds his way. Jeff Botts will bring him down. They'll go past the initial sticks, cross the 50, and it will be 3rd down. Gain of over 10 on that play. As Lexington looking for a big stop after getting stopped by the U on their third drive. Well, they didn't even get a chance for technically a second drive after the 3-on-1 throw from Huff, but the ability to see the man who's right there, get it to Dot Boss on that insane check down, throwing it through a sea of people. Looked like he was being dragged into the pits of hell. And Dot Boss shoots him a little help. 12-yard gain, 3rd and 3. Huff in trouble, makes the defender flat-footed, and here comes an opportunity for Big Haas Dubois, and slip, slide. It's a 2-score lead. Touchdown, Patterson. Haas Dubois, again, Huff finding himself in trouble, finding himself needing to scramble, and now a 13-point lead for the number 1 seed here in our first quarter. Let's take a look at the replay. Huff faked the handoff, made a defender miss, and then tried to catch up, then got it to Haas the second time. The hesitation paid off for the U, and Dakari Mims doing a little bit of alterations to Drew Ruffin's uniform. 19-6 your score. The U will go for 1 from the 5. OG Buck will be out there at quarterback for the extra point. First time we see him off the sideline this afternoon. The snap, Buck fakes the backstack, flag on the play. Buck loses the ball, and that will be picked up in the end zone by the Phantoms. You see the frustrations of Buck, who's been getting a lot of criticism from A7FL veterans, not on his team, but a lot of guys formerly of Baltimore, as it is 19-6 with 9:37 left to go. Remains a 13-point game. And right now, it's the Phantoms in the U, but a little bit later on, at 4 o'clock Eastern, it'll be the Animals taking on the BIC. And then to round out the day, it'll be the Stealth taking on Sick With It to see who moves on to the Final Four. Whether or not it'll be East versus West, or East versus East, or West versus Neast, we'll find out in a bit. We'll keep it moving. We'll take a brief break.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothon, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothon. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Option the price. Giving great advice. In the store to save you so much more. New Mark and Louis, we always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
Matt Ryan here with your Quattro Huffin, setting to throw it off. Hey, look, I know who's playing. That's nice. Matt Ryan here on the A7FL playoffs. That is not a live ball. It does not get the requisite amount of yards. So it will be a dead ball run for number 18, Andrew Ruffin. Shout out to Victor Montanez watching along with the chat. And while you got a chance, support some of our sponsors. Easy Canvas Prints, 16 by 20 canvases for just $15.99. Sign up for the description if you need a gift this Mother's Day, or if you want to do something nice for the lady or human in your life, give them some art. Give them a painting of their dog on a canvas. Drew Ruffin looking to paint this canvas. Gets past Quattrell Huffin. Gets past another defender. Drew Ruffin making mayhem. Spins out and will find himself with his goofy off at the 42-yard line. And tremendous starting position for Keno Thomas and the Lexington Phantoms. 9:37 left to go. The Phantoms have burned through 2 of their timeouts. And it will be Phantoms ball. Let's take a look again at the replay. And now Huff's the MVP. But right now, a few times today, the Phantoms have put the pressure on QB1, a.k.a. Quattrell Huffin. First and 10, they marked them down at the 38. Looking to be special on this play is Keno Thomas. He sets the wide receiver. McNear in motion. Flag on the play. Offsides on the defense, so a little bit of bail. They get 5 yards without having to move. Do the Lexington Phantoms. And that'll stop the clock at 9:03. I'm Matt Ryan, the announcer, the man in the box, and the voice of A7FL Uncensored on the Creator Sports Network. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, because it'd be really cool if you did. I love you. First and 5, 8:50 and counting. Q Vaughn, set up to the right. Off the line. Botts, set up behind Thomas. Thomas throws it back to Botts. Botts is finding a way, trying to swim through a scene of Patterson Green. We'll get him to the 29. And Botts, that left leg, I don't know, it is bundled. You can see him aggressively limping. A lot of padding, a lot of protection on that left leg. And Botts, the security blanket, the break glass, got past Ben Watson not long enough. As a man who looks like top dollar charges Jeff Botts top dollar to get past him, but it'll be 2nd and 1 after the gain of 4. Thomas trying to think. Thomas in trouble, trying to utilize his legs. Birds fly through like a John Woo movie. Keno Thomas swings around, tosses it, intercepted! Intercepted by Dakari Mims! Dakari Mims will take a light little trot on this Sunday afternoon down shore. Finds himself avoiding and tosses it back. Slide. Henry Smith takes this one to the house, and with a pie face goes pie-gow to the hopes of the Phantoms as the lead increases. On 2nd and 1, Keno Thomas could have ran it in, found himself in trouble, does a U around the field, and then the U take another pick 6 from Dakari Mims, finished off by Henry Smith. That bird flying through marked a bad omen for Keno Thomas. As we see that ball lazed in, the receiver didn't get to the ball faster than Dakari Mims. Not a lot of people can get to a ball faster than Dakari Mims in this league. And watch Marlon Anderson saying, "What's up, bro? Keep going. Why are you going slow?" But he knew he had Henry Smith. He crossed up number 5, tossed it to Henrock, who was standing right next to him. And then Lil Thomas tried to get there. And then, "Sir, please, no. This is a Denny's. This is a Denny's." That's a flag on the defense, so that call will be So the U get the interception, but it is not a touchdown. The touchdown will be taken off of the board, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Paterson U. We take a look at this play again. We see Thomas had on 2nd down. That was DK Butcher, pardon me, DK Butcher. because they have him listed as 3, and I forgot to change my roster. The handoff to Willie Easterling. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ari. And a gain there will make it 2nd and 1. I had a feeling it was DK, but I also just look at the roster and I'm supposed to trust it. But it's kind of like my life for the last 6 years in this line of work. You expect the thing to work out, and then it burns you right in the ass. 2nd and 13 after the loss of 3. Pardon me. Huff in trouble. Huff will roll out. Fakes the throw to Willie Mayweather. Shoots it to Mayweather. And Willie Easterling will have the block down the sideline. And just the chest pass. Thanks, Damon. I figured it out. That's Willie Easterling. Willie Mayweather off the toss. Quick drive for the Patterson U. And just like that, it is the 19-point deficit for Lexington. They scored first. But Willie and Jeff Botts taking a look at things together. Let's take a look at the replay. And Huff saw Mayweather, does the hesitation, makes the defender miss. Then that toss straight on through. And while this may not be the Knicks versus the Hawks, that chest pass might as well have been an alley-oop, as it is a 19-point game now in Asbury Park. What a play by Willie Mayweather. Just finding the way to get home. Exactly what you want. If you are a Patterson U fan, supporter, the number 1 seed doing number 1 seed activities. Willie Mayweather setting a standard. We'll take a brief time out. We'll be back in a second.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Susquehanna, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Susquehanna. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Watching the price, giving great advice. Watching the store, to save you so much more. New Mark and Louis, we always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business. The man who founded Nobody Beats the Wiz taught his children always satisfy their customers.
And, well, unlike certain people who may have made decisions that, we'll see regret, We're giving the audience what they wanted, a full A7FL experience with the best commentary possible. OG Buck will be in on the extra point, and my petty ass is Matt Ryan. Shout out to Bowen Harris watching along. Pardon me, Calbone joining us. And thank all of you for giving us a chance here. Shout out to Ashante Worthy, who shouted out the stream earlier. As it'll be an extra point, they'll go for one from the 5. As Aunt Mo, possibly doing Wake Up Now. Could be selling some insurance. Could be selling some pants. I don't know. As the referees talk about, do they want to go to Booskerdu or the 7-Eleven between games? And a shout out to Kenny Stansbury out there. Wouldn't be an A7FL playoff game without long, protracted bullshit. And thank you guys so much for joining us. The love is more than welcomed. We're so glad you are joining us here on the Creator Sports Network. Something about pigeons and shit coming home to roost. They're taking a break. We'll take a break too. Dub Alvarez in the chat that you are starting to impose their will. So are we. We're going to take a brief one. We'll be back.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succotash, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succotash. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Watching the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Louis. We always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
Well, I don't know if they're going to be doing this much longer after some of the complaints I've been hearing, but I'm Matt Ryan, and I'm rocking with you through the A7FL playoffs. They are up. What is an up-top ham? Is that like a sandwich? Like I've had, is that like a Corsican thing? Is it like a Taylor ham? A pork roll? Is that what it is? I don't know. 25-6 your score, 19-point lead, 6:14 left to go in our second quarter. Je suis Matt Ryan. That's French for I'm Matt Ryan. It's not the A7FL playoffs without me on the mic. And we are bringing you the big games on the Intergalactic Sports Network. Thanks to our friends at the Creator Sports Network. OG Buck back out there. Buck will fake the backstack. He will find doing a little bit of plyometrics, cha-cha slides, and finds himself doing a hip check into the end zone. It is a 20-point lead. Shout out to Too Far Gone. I love you too, buddy. As we got Euro in there, Kenyatta Johnson, another A7FL vet. Name I've gotten wrong many times, and I've gotten right at least twice. Let's take a look at the replay. That stutter step on the replay really fucks with my head. I'm not going to tell you any lies, but OG Buck, when he's out there, he does those side-to-sides, and it looks like he's doing like a jazzercise or like aerobics, and it's just really interesting to watch in the best way possible. Like, I love watching that guy play, and I'm glad that he has got the opportunity to go one step closer to an A7FL national championship. 6:14 left to go, a 20-point lead. But, folks, with the get back being in play for the Phantoms and the fact they get the ball at halftime, we have an opportunity to see some wild fakakta nonsense over the final 36-14 of game time today. We've got one more game for you. It's a big one starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. It'll be the Trenton BIC taking on the Silk City Animals for the other spot to represent the Eastern Conference. Jeff Botts caught that one on the fly, and Jeff Botts will try to make something happen here. Tries to get past DK and company. Ball almost nearly stripped. Tackle by number 16. And it will be 1st and 10. As the U defense certainly feeling themselves right now as their progress continues to grow. A shout out to Cal Bone posting on the boards. It is a little crazy. Little hilarious. It's hilarious. And it's legal due to my friends at the Creator Sports Network. Let me know what you're thinking. And the easiest thing to do, if you want the coverage you deserve, if you want the coverage you need, only thing you got to do, baby, only thing you got to do is subscribe. It is free. Keno, not on free time anymore. Keno Thomas will get on his bicycle. He'll be pushed out of play emphatically by Walker. BIC Animals, too, can be Hagler Hearns. There's a Hagler Hearns quality for sure. Let me not make the experience any dog shit for you guys. Hold on. Let me fix this. Take a look at the replay. And Thomas, wait for it. Hi! Just in front of his own people, though. Speaking of people, there are more birds on the sideline than there are people in the stands, as it's 5:10 and counting. Don't call me Birdman, because I don't rob people, I don't think. Hopefully I'm not robbing your time and attention away, as it'll be 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard gain. They'll reset it to a 1st and 10 after the pie face. 4:52 and counting. Thomas tosses it. Flag on the play. That'll be a 1st down and more. Smothered, covered, brought down by number 22. That is certainly not DK Butcher. Well, Victor, that's why we have the alternative. And we will be calling the 4 o'clock game in every game we can going forward. Dub Alvarez will handle the A7FL Western Conference game tonight as the Stealth will take on Sick with it. And I want to know your thoughts. Who the hell is going to be walking out of today with the win? The U right now with a 20-point lead. That toss from Ruffin, 22, looking like the Hollow Man, just covered up in every single way, shape, or form. Not trying to be noticed by anybody, but crack through any on that play. It'll be 1st and 15 after the penalty. Well, I appreciate you, Victor. The toss, and they will run this one back again. Squeens through. DK tries to get in. The ball gets knocked out. Picked up by the U. Picked up by Dakari Mims again. Dakari Mims again is ruining people's fucking lives by taking the football and doing whatever he pleases. What a special fucking player. Goddamn. Let's take a look at the replay. The toss. And then there's an opportunity. There's a chance to just move the ball ahead. And then tra-la-la like Captain Underpants. Ball gets knocked out and tra-la-la. Who's there to make it happen? Dakari fucking Mims. This is why he's hot, and this is why he's got one of the most watched videos in the history of the A7FL. Oh, that's just, it's like when Ralph Wiggum had his heart broken on the Krusty the Clown anniversary special. You could just break it. That replay is just breaking it down. The snap by Huff. 4 minutes left to go. Huff in trouble, evades the defender. Throws this one out of reach of the receiver. And it will be 2nd down. It was out of reach of the inbound receiver. That's Pat Colburn on the sideline. It's one of the few times I've seen Big Smoke out there this year. Big fan of Big Smoke. There is a lot of chaos in this one. A lot of calamity. But don't worry, your boy Matt Ryan's got it with you all A7FL playoffs long. And folks, a wild, wild afternoon of football ahead. A wild afternoon of football so far. The snap in trouble. Thrown to the sideline. Picked up. That's number 8 on the catch. As Haas Dubois continues to matriculate the ball downfield. It'll be 3rd down. But this U team is looking a lot like that 2021-2022 Paterson U that made a lot of fucking chaos and won and made it to the chip. The snap. Huff rolls out, and Huff will slide. He's safe and gets the 1st down. Clock will continue to run. Matt Ryan along with you as we try to see what in the hell will happen. The Phantoms down 20. And dubbed the elusiveness of Huff is ridiculous. It certainly is. And don't worry, folks. I'm not charging you for the chat. The only thing we charge is to the game and to my debit card because this is a business expense. Huff in trouble. Finds it on 1st down through the window. And there's that man again, Dakari Mims, making people into memes as he catches it on the sideline. 1st and 10, and that is the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in our first half, and I'm thinking the Phantoms want to take their way into the half with a little bit of momentum as they get the ball. They are silent as it's 26-6. We'll be back in just a second.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business. The man who founded Nobody Beats the Wiz taught his children always satisfy their customer. Be totally honest, strive for excellence in everything you do, and respect yourselves and others. Today, his children are running the Wiz, just the way their father taught them, with integrity.
Well, speaking of integrity, look at the integrity of that play. We're back after the 2-minute warning. Quattro Huffin looking for something, looking for mayhem. He finds it! Oh, they're calling him out of play. Tony toe tap can't get the toe tap on that one. And it will be 2nd down. I'm Matt Ryan. This is the Creator Sports Network. And shout out to Victor Montanez, Damon McComb saying, Baltimore U we trust. Cal Bone saying, don't say nothing. Minute 49 after the incompletion. Let's take a look at the replay. Huff faked it to Pat Coburn. Couldn't get it to Smoke. And then, is this a challenge under 2? No, he's out. He was on the hash. That's not. And we're back to live action. That one's back to Pat Coburn. And the OG Pat Coburn getting a little bit of that shit from Jeff Botts. And it will be 3rd down. But that will stop the clock at 1:44 in our 2nd quarter. As the first half winds down at halftime. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. I'll be playing some old commercials as I go to the bathroom and take a look at the world around. And by that, I mean answer some text messages. We are here live. The The snap. Oh, Huff in motion. 3rd and 2. The hit. Transition. Huff stopped, smothered, covered. 4th down. Not what you want if you are the Patterson U. Even though you got a 20-point lead, you want to try to make the most of it. 3rd and 2 goes to 4th and 1. And the Phantoms will have to adjust. They came back against the U and walked it off during the regular season. And Huff, yeah, Mason, nostalgia's a big thing for us around here. We like reliving the old shit. And also, we don't get copyright struck, so that kind of just makes it all. That's what the intergalactic overlords who run our station want. They want it to feel like you're watching television when you were a kid. Bring back sports television to when it was fun. And not just people yelling at you all day, which is redundant because my channel is Matt Ryan is yelling, but we won't talk about that. 4th and 5, minute 20 left to go. Both teams with one single timeout left to go in our first half. Number 18 is a large fucking human. Samad Session is just large. He makes Dot Boss seem not tall. It's just interesting offensive line choice here. This is going to be a quick play. Just watch for the bodies here. Pack fakes the handoff. Huff in trouble. Bots chases after him. Huff looking for a body, and Huff sent out of the sideline. Flag on the play. And it looks like Bots will get stuck with the call. Huff wondering what the fuck's going on. Feeling like Lombardi on the Packers sideline. We see again the fake from Pack, and then Huff just stepping out of the pocket, grabbing the jersey, waiting for somebody, anybody. And both of them were inbounds. I don't know what the flag would be. And the way, that is a very A7FL veteran approach to the flag. The, what the fuck? Shout out Loud Wilkes in the chat. Fucking peace negotiator. We got to send him to the Strait of Hormuz. Loud Wilkes will settle it. Fuck. It'll be 1st and 10. Yo, that restart on the replay is killing me. You're also hearing what was in my head for the past 5 years. The unrestrained version of my psychological melting down, and the Phantoms are trying to avoid melting down here. Trying to get the stop, 26-6 your score with a minute 15 left in our first quarter. May not be the main feed, but we're glad you're joining us with the alternative. As the A7FL playoffs continue on the Creator Sports Network. Time and a place and a space for all of this on the IGSN and CSN. They want you to subscribe to them, but you should really be doing the subscribe to me. The throw, Huff in trouble, throws to the sideline. How the hell did he catch that? It looked like time stopped, and my man just ran up and caught the sumbitch. Reem Walker with the catch. They'll stop the clock in minute 8, and this is just surgical. They're just freestyling it. This feels like the old Patterson U. This feels like the Patterson U from 21, 22, 2019 even, when they were one of the most dominant teams, and they still are. They're showing it today. I don't know how he got there for that ball. The snap, the handoff, Marcellus Pack. Pack money will get shoved towards the sideline. Clock will stop at a minute 4, and they'll bring him out at the 12. Minute 4 left to go. Phantoms came in with a lot of momentum. I saw somebody who posts about this league from a library saying that the Phantoms were going to take the win today. And there's still a lot of football left, and I think the Phantoms are a tremendous team. They've built and are building a model team and a model setup. Like, everything those guys have been doing has been impressive. Huff looking to add more points to the board. Tried to get it to Pack, but Pack is fast, but he doesn't have the go-go gadget legs. It'll be 3rd and 2. And if you know somebody who loves the A7FL or loved the A7FL, send them the link so they can join us live here on the Intergalactic Sports Network. We'll be bringing you both games here today. Subscribe right now so you do not miss our 4 o'clock game. Subscribe, set notifications, ring that bell, so at 4 o'clock, all you got to do is go to the next game. You get that notification on your YouTube app or on your computer or on your TV, and you can watch us live. 3rd and 2. And looking for a flag, false start on the offense. It'll go from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7. And it will be 3rd and 7, 57 seconds left to go. Want to know your guys' thoughts at halftime. We'll talk through some of them. Calbone saying give the ball to Dirty Dan. I wonder, they're just trying to throw as many different looks at them as possible to just keep that defense off an axis. They've been able to just throw a lot of haymakers at them and just break up the rhythm each drive. And outside of that first drive, it's been to the U's benefit. And another flag, another false start, so that'll be another 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 12 now. And the U just, I think, they're going for something big, because whenever they initiate those those false starts, it means they're trying to get off the ball quick. I would watch for something to go to the dot boss, where you see Pat Coburn there in the slot. And there's that screen. That's over to Dakari Mims. Mims gets brought down. The clock will stop at 51. It should be stopped at 51, but they'll stop it at 50. And it will be 4th down. 4th down has hurt the U only once so far today on their first drive. Quattrell Huffin couldn't get it done on 4th and short. Keno Thomas threw a major pick on 2nd down, which set up this drive. 26-6 is your score. A lot of things for him to choose from. By him, I mean Quattrell Huffin. Got to keep your eye on the magician. The snap. Pressure. Huff chased down by Botts. That is caught. Slip, slide, touchdown, Patterson. And a big play again continues to extend the lead. And not what you want right now if you are the Phantoms. They gave Huff time in the pocket. He was able to make that throw, and Keno was just not there in time, and I don't think he was going to be able to bring down the big body of the wide receiver. Oh, he's down before the end zone. His hand and his knee is down before he extends, but I don't think they're going to – that should be brought back and be 1st down, but it seems like they won't do that. They won't review it. So they will go for 2 from the 10. Buck back out there on the extra point attempt. Flag on the U. It's not really done much so far today. There's just one person in that chat asking the same questions over and over and over again. Gotta wonder if that's annoying. Buck will go for the 2-point attempt from the 15. Another flag. Throws this one up, and that's swatted away. And Marlon Anderson looking for something. And it will remain 32-6. Phantoms will get the ball back. But will it be enough to create a huge momentum shift? Both teams have one timeout left, and a little bit later on today, you see it right there on the Creator Sports Network. It'll be the U, awaiting to see who the fuck comes out of this one as the Patterson, the team that lost in the Battle of Patterson, the Silk City Animals, take on the Trenton BIC. Throw-off takes around 4:07. Join us here at 4 o'clock. Pre-game show should go on around 3:45. And you're going to want to be here for that one. It is going to be a major showdown as the Animals and the BIC square off in a massive playoff game to finish off the Eastern Conference side of our bracket. Whether it'll be West versus East or East versus East or West versus West, it's going to be a wild Final Four nonetheless. That ball will bounce into the end zone, and in the back of the end zone, and the Paterson U's throw-off team, stifling any chance for number 18, Andrew Ruffin, to get a big play. And the Phantoms will walk back out there. Jaden Miles on the sideline, but we have not seen him in yet, and we cut to the booth. They are completely unprepared for it. They are, okay, well, that's a booth shot. That's 1st and 10. Who do I have, the BIC or the Animals? I brought this up on Sounds of the Game. Right now, the BIC are my favorite to win, but it's going to be a close one. I can see the Animals walking out with the win. Thomas in trouble. Thomas needs to get evades, and he does. He finds a way to get the first down. He continues to extend the play. He's at the 50-45, brought down at the 44, looking for a flag, but Keno Thomas putting the team on his back, and it wasn't Darren Sharper bringing him down. But Patterson giving up a huge chunk of yardage to Lexington to make it 1st and 10. Take a look again as we run back to replay. And just getting right in there. As the game continues, Jeff Botts off the screen. Botts will push through. He'll make himself near the sideline. It's brought out at the 36. And it will be 2nd and 1. They will have to get past the 35. If you like what we're doing here, be sure to share the stream. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And support our sponsors like Harry's. Get yourself a Harry's starter set for as low as $5. Click the link in our description to find out how we're doing and support our sponsors on the Creator Sports Network. I get a little bit of that cash. So do me a favor. Keno Thomas on 1st down, on 2nd and 2, throws this one, intercepted. Oh no, he didn't get it. He couldn't hold on to it. DK gets backpacked by Andrew Ruffin. And almost another interception for Keno Thomas. I gotta wonder why Jaden Miles is not in this game. Where is this guy? He's been a big part of this offense all season, but it's been Keno controlling the ball on offense at quarterback. They've not varied up that look at all today. It'll be 3rd and 2. 20 seconds left to go. Clock is running. So is Keno Thomas. Keno Thomas gets caught, and he will be stopped behind the line. And he will be pulled out of play. It'll be 4th down, and the Phantoms, number 51, feeling frustrated, Jeff Bott's trying to cool him down. And number 15 for the U, Brian Bean, he's got to cool it now. Like new addition. He's just got to listen to what Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike say. Take a look at the replay. The fake handoff to McNair, and then it was got the hoodie. But it will be 4th down. And big man's just protecting his quarterback. I understand that, but buddy, we need that not to happen. First and 10. After a penalty. Well, they gave him the first down. He must have gotten the amount of yardage. With 14 seconds left to go. 3 wide receivers set. The snap, Thomas faces pressure. Steps through. Finds a way out of the coverage. Keno Thomas's jersey is nothing more than a smock right now, looking to paint a masterpiece. Keno Thomas continues and walks off in the first half, gets the touchdown. A little primal instinct from Keno Thomas, that man from Chicago. Gets the back of his jersey ripped asunder. But they cut the lead back down to 20. Not really something that would be positive, but they get the ball at halftime. They get the chance for the extra point. Now let's take a look at the replay. Thomas, we heard RTU talk about it earlier this week on his show. We've heard other people talk about it this year. Keno Thomas has to utilize his legs. A lot of people said the same thing about Sterry Codrington this year. And wow, Keno, if you give him an opening, he will run right through that motherfucker. And sets up an extra point attempt at the end of our first half as Keno Thomas puts 6 on the board for his Phantoms. It's halftime, 32-12 your score, but they're just going for an extra point. And it will be a 2-point attempt from the 10. And they will take a timeout for reasons I don't understand. We'll be back in a second.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothon, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothon. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Option the price, giving great advice. Watching the store to save you so much more. New Mark and Louis, we always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business.
Ride them all you want at Astroland Park. Pay one price, $12.99 Monday through Sunday.
Now grab your friends and come on down and get whipped and flipped and twirled around. Move yourself
to the Magic Land. It's Astroland at Coney Island.
At Plato's Retreat, you can make your dreams come true. Fulfill your wildest fantasies. We've got them all for you. The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you.
Plato's Retreat, located in the Ansonia Hotel, is a unique club open to free-thinking adult couples. We offer a relaxing, no-pressure environment, complete with heated swimming pool and that great disco beat. Plato's may not be for everyone, but you won't know until you try it. For more information, call...
The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you. Plato's Retreat. It's for you. Come and see. It's for you.
Now is the perfect time, and the season is just right. You can play all day and dance into the night. At beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, all you have to bring is your love of everything.
For reservations, phone 1-800-441-4410.
At beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, all you have to bring is your love of everything.
They taught us how to love. They taught us how to live. And now they're back. Monster Ballads. 35 powerful hits on 2 CDs and 2 cassettes. It's awesome! Whitesnake. Winger. Rush delivery available. Every bad boy has his soft side. Get Monster Ballads. To order, call the number on your screen. This 35-track collection is not sold in stores.
Move yourself
to the Magic Land. It's Astroland. Astroland. At Coney Island. Feel the cyclone power.
touch the sky.
Gotta move those feet.
Come on, take a ride.
Astroland.
At
Coney Island.
Ride them all you want at Astroland Park. Pay one price, $12.99 Monday through Sunday.
Now grab your friends and come on down and get whipped and flipped and twirled around. Move yourself
to the Magic Land. It's Astroland at Coney Island.
At Plato's Retreat, you can make your dreams come true. Fulfill your wildest fantasies. We've got them all for you. The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you.
Plato's Retreat, located in the Ansonia Hotel, is a unique club open to free-thinking adult couples. We offer a relaxing, no-pressure environment, complete with heated swimming pool and that great disco beat. Plato's may not be for everyone, but you won't know until you try it. For more information, call...
The pleasure and the fun will keep you feeling young. It's for you. It's for you. Plato's Retreat. It's for you. Come and see. It's for you.
Now is the perfect time, and the season is just right. You can play all day and dance into the night. At beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, all you have to bring is your love of everything.
For reservations, phone 1-800-441-4410.
At beautiful Mount Airy Lodge, all you have to bring is your love of everything.
They taught us how to love. They taught us how to live. And now they're back. Monster Ballads. 35 powerful hits on 2 CDs and 2 cassettes. It's awesome! Whitesnake. Winger. Rush delivery available. Every bad boy has his soft side. Get Monster Ballads. To order, call the number on your screen. This 35-track collection is not sold in stores.
For some reason, my stuff isn't working, so we're going to fix that real quick. Let's see if that... There we go. That fixed it. I had to reset my microphone for reasons I don't understand, and it will be Jaden Miles making his return. As it is... First, for some reason, my stuff isn't working. There we go. There we go. We're back. We're back. And it will be 1st and 10.
And he's going to look...
1st and 10 for the Lexington Phantoms. As Matt Ryan is here with you on the Creator Sports Network. In trouble. Miles will make a move and he will find himself out of play. That's not good. Try to fix that. And it'll be brought down. It'll be 3rd down. As opportunities continue to find themselves away from the Phantoms. And we should be back to my headset mic now. There we go. Wonder what happened there. But we are back. The action continues 3rd and 5. Thomas. pardon me, Miles. Miles will roll out. Jaden Miles will get the first down. Jaden Miles will find himself at the 20, brought down near the 15. And the sun's starting to shine on the Lexington Phantoms, trying to move the clock and make things continue. And 13:23 left to go. We see the replay. Great effort there. And Miles, like a shock to the system, sets a man in motion. The rocket screen. Pushing ahead. Number 18 gets inside the 5. Another solid carry from Drew Ruffin. .12:35 and counting. Here in our third quarter, the start of our second half, first drive of the afternoon. Pardon me, of the half for either side. First and goal. The toss back to Botts. Botts trying to get past the line of scrimmage. Cannot. It'll be second down for the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. 11:57 left to go. At 4 o'clock, it'll be the BIC taking on the Silk City Animals. As Sterry Codrington looks to take his team back to the Final Four, as they look to appear in their 5th A7FL championship game, and this is in 6 seasons. Appearing in 21, 22, 24, and 25. Looking to mark their 5th in 6. With weapons like Logo Davis, Mark Bagway, and Deontay Henderson expected. Second and goal. Jeff Botts met and stopped at the line. Stop and stifle by DK Butcher. As Miles and Quentin Vaughn talk things over. It'll be third down, the clock continuing to run at the 11-minute mark of our third quarter. What will happen here on third down? Set up at the 7-yard line. In motion. That's Miles. Miles tries to cut through the green on the grass and on the jerseys. Ball pops out, but they say dead ball. So it'll be 4th and goal for Lexington. Another big 4th down play for the Lexington Phantoms. Will they be able to turn things around and get a score? Score on back-to-back drives for the first time today. Pardon me, I believe the second time today. No, it'd be the first time. That spin out. He was down. The ball came out because of the ground. He landed. He was down. But the man named Doonerbug has got to be bugged by this predicament. It'll be 4th down. We take a look at the replay. Everybody holding everybody. Defensive holding, offensive holding. I think the referee was holding somebody. Keno's wearing. Okay. So it is Keno still in the game. Thanks to Anthony Tolliver for that message. But Keno Thomas stepping in and stepping out. I forgot he got his jersey completely ripped. But still interesting to see Keno lead the charge here. No change on offense. Shout out to Mike Liberty, A7FL veteran. And we take a look again at the replay. This oops all replays. Another A7FL vet and Mike Liberty joining us here in the chat. We want you to be a part of the conversation. Let us know what you're thinking as the A7FL playoffs continue here on the Creator Sports Network. Now, if they're going to litigate this for this long, then Ryan Shamar really just wants to see a 99-yard drive for some reason. And you can see the frustration from the defender. We are just litigating the shit out of this play. I don't know why. We just keep... Feels like we're stuck in some sort of loop. Just some sort of time loop. I am confounded by what is going on. So it will be 4th down. The ball was on the ground. Dios mio. Dios fucking mio. A7FL retiree, Mike Liberty. Guy who's been all around the league. If you like what we're doing, all you got to do is subscribe. It'd be really cool if you did. We'd really appreciate it. It'll be 4th down. Keno Thomas with 2 men set to his right. Thomas will follow the block. Keno Thomas will get denied on the door on 4th down. Big play, big stop. And it will be 4th down. Pardon me, 1st down for the U. As DK Butcher and Quentin Vaughn, they've given them the first? It's Patterson U ball. What the fuck? Is a replay of 4th? The handoff, the push. Keno Thomas gets pushed into the end zone. And Keno Thomas will make this game 32-18, as after a long drive and a long wait, eating up 6.5 minutes of game clock, 5.5 minutes of game clock, walking through a third of this quarter, dropped the deficit to 32-18. Oh, he was over the line. So they will go for an extra point here. They will go for 2 from the 10. As Keno Thomas very vitriolic on the sideline. The snap, going for the extra point, going to 2 for the 10, and they get in there, and that is Drew Ruffin. Drew Ruffin getting one on the board, as it is now 32-20, a 12-point game, as the Lexington Phantoms find a way to chip away at the lead of the Patterson U. The U will try to find a way to bounce back and increase this lead on their first drive of the half. When we return, but a big play and a big catch. They get 8 on the board to make it 32-20. We'll be back with more action here in the A. Oh, no, we're going to stay with the action as we got the returner Marcellus Pack already back there. It'll be time for the 3-on-1 throw-off as the A7FL playoffs continue here. Keno Thomas will throw it off. And it's returned by Marcellus Pack. Marcellus Pack gets past the 30. Marcellus Pack screams down the sideline. Marcellus Pack, that is why you need Pack money in an election year, but they call him out at the 35. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurt. Oh, fuck. Oof. I'm going to need some of that throat coat tea and some honey in a minute. Sei gesund. Let's take a look at the replay. And they watch his feet, watch. Oh, yeah. It'll be 1st and 10 for the U. Flag, timeout call by the Phantoms. And looks like they were trying to see if Takari Mims was going to... Mims not out there. I wonder what the play call was. They're going to take a break with no fucking reason. We will too. We'll be back.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succotassana, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succotassana. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Dick Lewis is watching. Mark and Lewis. Dick Lewis is watching. Mark and Lewis. Watching the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Lewis. We always beat the competition. Dick Lewis is watching.
Back with it, 1st and 10. The handoff to Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan pushes to the outside. Needs a couple of bodies to bring him down. But a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Action continuing to move. Loud Wilkes thinking the referees want this game to go 4 quarters. I think they get paid the game rate no matter what. But I don't think we're anywhere near blowout territory. But Snag Sosa blows through the defenders. Angelo Lewis Jr. got the NOS loaded up with Old Bay. And the man from Sandstown in Baltimore, playing for the U, gets the 1st down. Don't be mad at me, Snags. I love you. 1st and 10. Let's take a look at the replay. The handoff on that replay. Just great movement there from Snag Sosa. A guy who's been injured, had a shoulder injury for the majority of this season. Looking to give it his all. They fake the back stack. Dan Griffin gets stopped and stifled. Only a gain of 1. They'll bring him down at the 31. The clock will continue to wind down. 2nd and 9. We'll see Marcellus Pack come back in. .735 and counting. Second and 9. Snag set up to the left. They fake the handoff. Huff looking for something. Throws it underneath to the dot boss, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. Cameras really thought Snags really sold that one. He's an actor in movies, you know. I think he's on Tubi. I think Snags is in a Tubi movie. He might be technically the most famous player in the league by that construct. Unless Dominique Rogers-Cromartie rises from the dead, and I know my former director Zach Morgan would call me a liar, say he never played in the league, but that's a long running gag. That's besides the point. The dot boss brought down by Bots, but Melvin Broach helping in on the tackle. There's a flag, but it'll be 1st and 10 nonetheless. Willie Mayweather out there again. He'll check back in along with Snag Sosa to add a 1-2 punch. Huff sends a man in motion. Huff throws it to Marcellus Pack, and now Pack almost came down with it. Drew Ruffin helping on the pass defense, but makes it 2nd down. Tried to one-hand it and nearly brought it down. Just could not keep playing. Couldn't finish and play through the play. Play through the play. What the fuck was that? Not even a cent? Whatever. The hand. Oh, Coburn in motion. The hand off to Snags. Snags gets the ball popped out. Picked up by Mayweather. And Willie Easterling will be smothered and covered in like another Mayweather. Not drowning in debt, but drowning in defense. As we get to the under 6-minute mark, allegedly drowning in debt. .544 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 32-20 your score. This is the 2nd drive of the half. The Phantoms blew through 5.5 minutes. And right now, the U offense doing the same in kind. Now over a 4-minute drive. Fakes the pass, does Huff, throws it to the other side. The Pack Coburn, and Coburn couldn't hold on to the ball. The man known as Smokey finds himself ground up by the turf monster. It'll be 4th down. 4th and goal from the 10-yard line. The fantastic thing is we'll be with you in just about an hour's time for the A7FL Final Four. To decide, the Final Four. The BIC and the Animals. Huff looking to add one more. Intercepted! Intercepted by Jeff Botts in the end zone. Jeff Botts cuts down the sideline. He's trying to get past Huff. He gets past the rash of defenders. His jersey gets ripped off, but he keeps moving. Jeff Botts crosses to the 45, and he is brought out of play on the other side of the field. And in a flash, Jeff Botts shows why he is not a robot. He's not AI, but he might be the answer for the Phantoms as he completely negates everything Huff and the U just did on that drive. Holy fuck! What an interception! What a play! This is the A7FL playoffs on CSN. We need water. We'll take a timeout.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succossana, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succossana. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching, Mark and Louis. Watching the price, giving great advice. Watching the store, to save you so much more. New Mark and Louis, we always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
Let's take a look at the interception as Quattrell Huffin. Ooh, what a catch by Jeff Botts. I say, my word. Watch that. Ooh, hoo, hoo. The ability to craft a lane after making that pick. Just found a way around Dot Boss. And then, Huff tried to punch it out. And Jeff Bott's only getting one because he didn't flinch. The jerseys for the Lexington Phantoms might begin to be torn asunder. But they are finding a way to stay alive in this one. Keno Thomas on first down will go for it again. ISO Keno. As he looks to apply that Mamba mentality. 340 and counting. Thomas has been behind center all afternoon. Had his jersey ripped off. He usually wears number 9. He was wearing number 9. Switched to number 11. The jersey of Jaden Miles, who's coaching this from the sideline. Shout out to Isaac Negron. Joining us for the program. Keno rolls out. He's taking his time. He might break off, and he does. Keno Thomas will cut towards the opposing sideline, and he will run out of play inside the 20. Brought down at the 19-yard line, and it'll be another first down as the Phantoms continue to find ways to claw back into this game. The Phantoms started off this game with a big defensive stop on fourth down. Found a way to take their only lead of the contest on the back of Keno Thomas and Jeff Botts being able to move the ball downfield expeditiously. But then Quattro Huffin turned the tide real quick, and a few forced errors by the Phantoms make it 32-20 as they try to claw their way back. And maybe a gain of a yard or so, maybe a loss of a few. It'll be 2nd and 10. It's already been the most watched edition of A7FL Uncensored so far this year. And we're so glad you're choosing the alternative this Sunday. And hopefully you'll join us at 4 o'clock and join us for the remainder of the A7FL playoffs. We'll be here with you for the remaining East Coast, West Coast matchups. If those do happen, either way, the Final Four and the National Championship will be on the Creator Sports Network. And we'll be bringing that action. We'll be off next week, but we'll be back in a Sunday from now, and also we've got the 4 o'clock game, don't worry. 2nd and 10. Thomas will carry it, looking to fake a throwback. He does! He finds a way to get the lateral and gets inside the 10, brought down at the 9, and that should be enough for a first down. Being in on the tackle, number 28. That's Edward Hahn on the carry. My name is Matt Ryan. This is the A7FL Uncensored on the Creator Sports Network. We're so glad you are joining us here. Things felt really, really, really far away for the Phantoms. They were down as much as 20. They've clawed the lead down to 12. And the Phantoms seemingly have burned. Did they burn another timeout? I don't know if that would be the right move there. Or is it a flag? We see Will Franklin talking things over with the Phantom sideline. Unless it's ball placement. We see the lateral again. Just stepping through. Awkward kneel down by number 28, Edward Hahn. Well, let's take a look again at the replay for the sake of fun. Navigated around DK Butcher. That is a lateral. That is a toss backwards. It's a backwards pass. And Finesse has found his way through. The U called the timeout. And now Lexington has 2 timeouts and the U only have 1. Seems like the U might have gone for a challenge. It's either that or they fucked up the scoreboard. Either way, we'll see what happens as the action rolls on the Creator Sports Network. While we got this time, be sure to like, subscribe, and support the sponsors. Get a Harry starter set for as low as $5. That's right, as low as $5 right now via the link in our description. Support all of our sponsors in the description. 1st and 10, Keno looking for an option. The play breaks down. That's swatted. And so is Keno, and a flag on the play. And it's on the U. Achtung, Liebe. Oh, they gotta. Oh, no. Wow. And they will take another timeout, so will we. We'll be back in a sec.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance, illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also get Pony's Cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone can learn something from their dad. How to throw a football, drive a car, or even how to run a business. The man who founded Nobody Beats the Wiz.
Nobody beats the Wiz, and nobody can beat the momentum of the Phantoms right now. As we see on the replay. Oh, yep, that they're going to say that it was forward. Oh, that's not good. I see why that was a call now. Wouldn't necessarily agree with it, but we've got the most viewers of the day, and we're glad you're joining us. We switched sides because it was the end of the third quarter, the start of the fourth. That third quarter blew the fuck by. It didn't feel like it did, but we are here in the fourth. It'll be 2nd and 10 as we switch sides. You really lose sight of that real quick. But it will be 2nd and 10. And it will be the opportunity for the Phantoms to cut this lead down to 6 or even 4. 32 to 20, pardon me. Yeah. 2nd and goal. Our quarter clock will begin. Man in motion. Rolls out. Keno Thomas will spin out, spin around, try to get past Quattrell Huffin. Will not be enough, and it will get them at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal as the Birds continue to make their presence felt at Asbury Park Stadium. It's either going to be the Spiders or the Birds that take over that stadium one day. It's not going to be humans. We take a look at the replay. We go back to live action, 3rd down. They tried to do a little bit of the tush push, but Quattrell Huffin not allowing for that to happen. Another 4th down. Another 4th down, and Keno Thomas looked a little worse for wear after that play. Let's take a look at the replay. Ooh, yeah. I don't like that. Yeah, that caught him. It looks like I think Hugh Vaughn will come in and play quarterback after that. Nope. Keno's still out there. It will be 4th down. Huff playing middle linebacker. Keno throws it up over. Touchdown, Phantoms! They found a way to keep it going. Number 43, Trey Brooks, a.k.a. 40. The man calls himself 40, but he wears 43. It don't matter. It's now a 6-point game. A 1-score game here in Asbury Park. And the Lexington Phantoms have found a way to claw back into this at 3:16 in the East. 13:28 left to go in our 4th quarter. Thomas, they will go for 1 from the 5. Keno looking to cash out here. Being trailed, throws a pop fly. That's caught! That's Trey Brooks again. Will they give him the point? And Trey Brooks crawling through the mud, the muck, and the mire. And it looks like they give it to him. They do it as a 5-point game. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what's in play. That's right, the get back is in play. So right now, the Phantoms have a chance with a 5-point deficit to get the ball back if they can stop the defender inside the 20. Stop the returner from inside the 20. And the toe tap there. Hit him with the smooth criminal. Somebody call Alien Ant Farm. 40, are you okay? Are you okay, 40? That you've been hit by, that you've been struck by. Trey Brooks. As we take a look again on the replay. And the defender's just they're spying ostensively to try to just stop him there. It's King 40. Pardon me, TPG Sports. Pardon me, Mr. Tolliver. The King without a crown looking to come back and knock out the 1 seed. The Phantoms far from home looking to shock the world. What a play. Ari, you better have gotten a shot of that. I would be so mad if you don't have a footage of that, if you don't have a photo of that. Just 32-27. Your score, 13:28 left to go. And folks, we want you to support our sponsors. Get 3 free audiobooks. Sign up for free, cancel anytime. The only thing you need to do is sign up for the link in the link in our description. You get 3 free audiobooks. You can sign up and cancel anytime. And it helps us here out on the feed. Kick us a little Skrilla to make sure that we're able to feed the dog. I'm going to be able to feed the dog no matter what, but, you know, she might want a steak. She might want some fancy cheese. My dog deserves Gruyere. Keno Thomas. Still a little shaken up after that collision from earlier. Hoping he's okay. Win or go home for both of these teams. In the second round, technically, if you're asking, of the A7FL playoffs, some people may say otherwise, but why did 2 teams get eliminated last week? And that one will be caught on a fly by Marcellus Pack. Marcellus Pack will get caught on the toes. That will not be a get back, but will help stifle any momentum. A moderate carry, a moderate return, brought down by number 6. That's Melvin Broach. As we take a look at the replay, Marcellus Pack brought down that little, got the laces. First and 10. Huff tosses it back to Mayweather. Mayweather stopped and brought down after a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second and 8, 12:47 left to go. Huff will keep it. Huff will throw this one deep downfield. Mims can't get there. Nearly found a way to break the game open one more time. It'll be 3rd down. Another stop, another stifle. As the action continues here, it'll be 3rd and 8. And we right now see a 3rd and 8 situation, 11:53 and change. 53 left to go. 3rd down, and again, Willie Mayweather brought out, moderate gain, big collision on the sideline, a player down. I think they're saying that Willie was out when he hit him. And number 54, as David Wallace, Buddha Wallace, got hit hard. Let's take a look here. Mayweather still in. Ooh, yeah, he's out. But they're looking for the flag, and I get the flag. It stays 3rd and 8. I think they might have retracted the flag. I'm not sure. Nope, they gave him the 1st down. Sorry, guys, I don't have the commentary up, so it's hard for me to. Oh no, Ari, no. Chapdom asking, will it come down to a goal line play? We might see that. 1st and 10. Huff trying to deny that from happening. Quattro Huffin brought down after a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 at the 35 with 10:34 left to go in the quarter. Long road to go, long way to go. As the action continues on the Creator Sports Network. Mason Catalanzi thinks that the momentum is on the Phantom side. Huff and company trying to reject that idea. As we near the 10-minute mark. Already a third of our final quarter ran through. The snap, the handoff from Mayweather. Mayweather gets them 3 yards closer. It'll be 3rd and 2. Pardon me, 3rd and 3. They only give him 2 on that play. And it looks like the U trying to walk it down as they only have 1 timeout remaining. They burned through 2 timeouts in the 3rd. I believe both were on the Phantoms' first or second drive. Cal Bone saying the U better stop playing with their food. And right now, the Phantoms have controlled the scoreboard. I believe the U haven't scored so far this half. The handoff to Mayweather, and Willie Mayweather gives the old announcer's jinx. Switch it up, slip, slide, takes it to the house. And he robs from the cash register. He does what Funkmaster Flex says. You got to go into the corner store, grab the money out the cash register because their money is your money. And the U tired of playing with their food, as Cal Bone was saying. Ooh, watch that block on Trey Brooks. And then Easterling just found the corner, was able to outpace Keno Thomas, and waved goodbye as the U look to return to the Final Four for the first time since 2024. And Mayweather just right out the gate, he saw the opening, ran right through the defense. He might have ran right through the fence into the pond if he didn't, into the bay, whatever it is. 38-27, back to an 11-point game. They will go for 2 from the 10. Huff back out there. Huff looking for options. Huff, ooh, evades the defender. Quattrell Huffin looking to throw right into the hands of Antmo. Anthony Diaz, a man known for his defense as much as his offense, but a flag on the field, and it's a flag on the Patterson U. Oh. RTU going, what are you talking about, dummy? Oh, and you can see the frustration on the face of Antmo and everybody, so that will deny the U from being the 40 boys. Calbone saying, if you want to win, let money spend. Unless he means pack money spin. Just watch right there. Bang, right into his pocket. We see what the call is. Great job by Huff just to use the ball in his hand to keep himself upright. And then right there, fall in the tuckus, but where the flag comes after the catch. Money Mayweather. So they'll go for it again? Are they going for the, is it a redo of the extra point? What the fuck are we doing here? .903 left to play. This would be an untimed down, so they will go for 2 from the, believe the 20. Can't get any sense of place in there to zoom too tight for me to see the pylon. There's a lot of birds this year, Jesus. They will go from the 30 on the extra point. Huff launches this one deep downfield, out of reach of Dakari Mims and out of reach of Drew Ruffin. So the score will remain 38-27, an 11-point lead as the Patterson U take control once again, extend the lead, and when we return, we'll see what they'll do as the Phantoms get the ball.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothon, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothon. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Watching the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Louis. We always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
Three-on-one throw-off time. Quattrell Huffin will launch this one for the Patterson U. That one will fly into the end zone and out of the back of the end zone. 12-point lead for the Patterson U as Keno Thomas and the Lexington Phantoms return to the field. Yeah, they could do that. Matt Ryan along with you. And we'll be with you at 4 o'clock as the BIC will take on the Silk City Animals. The Animals, the 2 seed, the BIC, the 3. This playoff has been all chalk so far. And I think Sick With It might get the win over the Stealth today. That game will be at 7 o'clock Eastern, immediately following our game on the Creator Sports Network. The snap. Thomas. He's getting chased down. He will cut towards the sideline. Keno Thomas again, utilizing his legs, sets up another first down. The clock will continue to run with 8:40 in the fourth. Thomas doing a great job to battle back after a first half where the Patterson U were firmly in control. Ended the first half with a touchdown. The snap. Thomas rolls out. In trouble. Launches this one. Almost picked off. It is picked off by number 14. That's Ant Mo. He tosses it back to Huff. He tosses that one back to Dakari Mims. And now the U looking to break this game open. And Dakari Mims, it is now a foot race. He gets through Keno Thomas. And Dakari Mims, another pick 6 for Patterson. Keno Thomas tried to force a throw. Tried to push through the window, but now made it 44-27. Second time today that the U secondary forced Thomas into making an egregious error that would put points on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And watch this here. Just coming right down with it. Ant Mo. Celebrating with like, oh shit, we still alive. Huff. And then back to Mims. And then Mims got around Bots. Bided his time. Watch the block. Jumping Joey Maggs. Took the shot on that one and bang! On the block and then got past Keno. And Kevin Thomas, 2 KTs, getting split by a member of the U. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Not ideal. If you were a fan of the Phantoms, what a drive as the Patterson U. Oh, they didn't give him the tud. They didn't give him the tud. They're calling him down at the 31. They will call the play dead. They won't give him the touchdown. So will the Paterson U get a big stop nonetheless, but they will take 6 points off of the board, and it'll be 38-27. The Baltimore U, as Aunt Mo likes to say, and if it's a close shave for the U, it's a close shave for you. Click the link in our description, get a Harry starter set for as low as $5. And be sure, don't subscribe to them. Subscribe to us. Subscribe. And OG Buck now out there throws it to Dakari Mims. Mims looking to make it happen again. Dakari Mims will not be denied. Dakari Mims gets the first down and more. And it takes a whole team to get him out at the 50. The clock will continue to run with 7:36 and counting. $7:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Top of the hour. It'll be the BIC taking on the Silk City Animals. You are not going to want to miss a minute of that action when we come.
Our second game features two teams with no ability to wait, no ability to let the dust settle. As for the second time this season, the Trenton BIC and Silk City Animals stand across from one another, not for bragging rights, but for survival. In a league that teeters on the brink every season, there's a tipping point for these two clubs. For the Trenton BIC, there is no alternative, as the defending national champions doubled down on their all-star roster that imported 3 men who set the league on fire in the only year in the last 5 that Trenton was...
Accidentally gave you the wrong setup there, but it didn't miss anything. It's 1st and 5. Had to change from our usual pregame show because that would be coming to you in 9 minutes. And we're not going to be able to do that. There's 6:33 left to go. First and 5 for OG Buck in the Paterson U. Gives it off to Marcellus Pack. Marcellus Pack will be stopped near the initial line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and maybe 10. Flag on the field. And it's on Patterson. Personal foul on Baltimore. I was going to try to portmanteau Baltimore and Patterson. But there might be more Baltimore dudes out there than Patterson dudes right now. As the stop will set up a flag in 1st and 15. As the action continues here on the Creator Sports Network. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And join us at the top of the next hour when the BIC take on the Animals. Marcellus Pack gets stopped, but that sets up a foul. It'll be 1st and 15. Buck fakes the toss. Flag on the play. Throw deep downfield. That's caught by Marcellus Pack. That could be a touchdown. Keno Thomas giving chase. But I think this one will be called back. Possibly a flag on the number 1 seed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Biggest audience of the year for the playoffs. We take a look at the replay. And oh, it's holding. It's holding. Didn't even need to hold there. But watch this from Marcellus Pack from OG Buck. Reunited, and they're trying to make something of it. A 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 20. But for the team up 12, the clock running down is their friend, especially when they only have 1 timeout remaining. Lexington will need 2 scores and help from the get-back as Quattro Huffin will return from the sideline. 1st and 20 to Willie Mayweather. Mayweather will gain 5, get him back to the 2nd initial line of scrimmage. And players trying to help each other up out of the scrum. It'll be 2nd and 14, a gain of 6. With 4:20 left to go in the fourth quarter, the Paterson U looking to blaze a trail into the A7FL semifinals. And so do the Silk City Animals and the Trenton BIC. They will face off for the final spot of the eastern side of our Final Four. That's coming up at 4 o'clock Eastern. As soon as this one is decided, we'll take a brief break. We'll switch streams, and we'll come to you at the top of the hour. The snap, the handoff from Mayweather. Mayweather pushes through the pile. Willie Easterling stops himself past the 50, brought down at the 48. It'll be 2nd and 19. And Ben Watson continuing to want all of that smoke from Lexington as the clock continues to wind down on this game and potentially the Lexington Phantoms' first year in the A7FL. But you can't say that they didn't give their all, and they have put together a great performance. Some inconsistencies, some trouble. I think that they need to add more options on defense. Having Keno and Jeff Botts play so many drives on both sides of the ball. Willie Mayweather runs into a wall, and it will be 4th down. And the U, some people are saying they're playing with their food. They have been trying to force the run, and they've had some big runs, especially on this drive from Willie Easterling. But that time, they were ready for it. And you can see the stretching of the jersey of Kevin Thomas. Timeout called by the Phantoms. They have 1 timeout remaining. Both teams have 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning. The score is 27-38 in the 4th. Patterson with the lead. We'll be back in a sec.
Giving beats everything, and nobody beats the Wiz.
If you're having a hard time finding that special Christmas gift and you live near Succothana, New Jersey, giving will be a lot easier this year. Nobody Beats the Wiz is opening another superstore this Friday, November 29th on Route 10 at the Roxbury Mall in Succothana. Be there. For Christmas, as always, nobody beats the Wiz.
Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Big Louis is watching. Mark and Louis. Option the price. Giving great advice. Watching the store. To save you so much more. New Mark and Louis. We always beat the competition. Big Louis is watching.
Matt Ryan back here with you. 2:52 left to go in the 4th quarter. It'll be 3rd and 8. Oh, it'll be 4th and 8, and the Paterson U will throw it off. Cal Bone saying the refs have to do better about these jersey grabs. It's getting crazy in 4K as the clouds continue to mess with the aperture. The wind is rising. Huff will make that one a live ball. It's caught at the 2. They will try to return this one, and they will give themselves on an untimed down better field position than they would have otherwise. That's a return by number 18, Andrew Ruffin. And Ruffin seeing it go rough sledding today for the Phantoms. Down 38-27. And folks, it's getting closer and closer to Mother's Day. Do the thing that you need to do. Get a canvas print, whether it's of their kids, their grandkids, the pets, you. You can get them now for just $15.99. Check the link in our description. 3 wide receiver set for Keno Thomas. They're looking to bring everybody, including Quattrell Huffin. Keno chased and brought down. Loss of 4. There's another sack from, I believe, Kareem Walker. I know that's DK Butcher. No, it wasn't. DK's back out there. It was number 1 on the stop. Snap. Thomas throws this one downfield. Almost picked off again. DK Butcher nearly grabbed that one. It was a 50-50 ball. No one comes up with it. That was intended for Dijamon McNear, the intended wide receiver, and it will be 3rd down. Our 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back.
We, Alice and Michael, have something for you. The Grand Prospect Hall.
Distinctly elegant yet affordable. Glamour and romance. The illustrious weddings, fancy balls, and banquets.
Have an affair here at prices that make sense. The grand entrance for brides and grooms.
We make your dreams come true.
The Grand Prospect Hall, minutes away in Brooklyn. 718-788-0777.
Jeff Torborg is going to signal what's on sale at Modell's Spring Baseball Sale. Since signals can be a little complicated, I'll translate. Caps, bats, pants.
Get this Spalding Jack Clark glove. Save 20%. Also, get Pony's cleanup men's baseball shoes at 20% off.
Jerseys, cleats. Look, if it has anything to do with baseball, it's probably on sale at Modell's. Finish with the mitt sign already. Come on, the mitt. Modell Sporting Goods, top brand names, low prices.
Everyone.
Matt Ryan back with you. 2nd and 14 after the 2-minute warning. Keno Thomas, it'll be 3rd and 14, pardon me, from their 21-yard line. Thomas rolls out. Thomas in trouble. Will find himself whammied on the sideline. Dakari Mims in on the tackle. It'll be a gain. The clock will stop at 1:48. Mason Catalazzi saying, great game for the Phantoms regardless of the outcome. A truly great showing from the Phantoms, but I think that the Dakari Mims, Quatra Huffin, and also just the overall depth of the Patterson U was the biggest problem today. I think relying on Keno to do way too much on both sides of the ball set them in motion for something inconvenient, and an inconvenient play on 4th down as Trey Brooks was not there to make the catch. And Thomas is looking tired. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Patterson, as the number 1 seed will solidify themselves in just 102 seconds from now of game time to confirm that they are heading into the Final Four and will play host to either the Stealth, Sick With It, the BIC, or the Animals. We will see how all of that unfolds, or if the Phantoms will get a one-up in a situation where nobody's able to travel. The snap on 1st and 10 gives it to Marcellus Pack. Marcellus Pack will grind his way through, and he will get a 1st down. The clock will continue to run. Brought down inbounds, 93 seconds and counting. Clock will continue to wind. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line, as Huff and company will continue to watch and wind as they get their lick back from the only team to defeat them in the 2026 season. The snap, the handoff to Pack Money. Marcellus Pack finds a way to wind through, breaks on through to the other side, and that's why you need Pack Money, especially in an election year. 44-27, now your score. And Pack denied a touchdown a couple of drives ago. Will all but guarantee the Paterson U returning to the A7FL semifinals for the first time since 2024. And no goal line stand. Pack Money crossing through. Cal Bone saying he would play for them. Anthony Tolliver, hit that man up. Hit Cal Bone up. But OG Buck will come out for the extra point. going for 1 from the 5. Championship points have mattered a lot this season and have mattered a lot in this game. The throw to the sideline. Incomplete. That intended for number 1. But OG Buck with a smile on his face. He has come close to an A7FL national championship as a member of the rare breed and as a member of the Watchmen. And now, as part of the Patterson U, is 48 seconds and 1 game away from an A7FL title berth. Coming up at the top of the hour in just about 9 minutes' time, it'll be the BIC and the Animals. That'll be at 4 o'clock Eastern. And then 7 o'clock on the A7FL stream, it'll be the Stealth taking on Sick With It to decide who will be the final of our Final Four. The Insomniacs locked it in by being the 1 seed out west and the Vegas Hunters crashing out on the Proud Highway. Quattrell Huffin will throw it off, presumably for the last time today. That'll bounce into the end zone. I think that was Manny Diaz who ended up with it. So, 48 seconds left in the season for the Lexington Phantoms unless they can make a lot of magic happen. Unsure if they'll be able to pull off the level of wizardry needed, but Keno Thomas and company will look to cut down the deficit despite it being a long way to the blue of the end zone.